The What It Takes Radio Company is proud to present a new program just for you. And it's called The Marketing Life, because everything you say and everything you do is how you market you today. Hey, someone asks, Stan, why in the world do you have a picture of an old-fashioned microphone on a program about modern marketing today? What's that all about? Please tell me the story. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully, eventually it'll be friends. We'll see if we can get there, because getting to a point where you can call somebody a friend is a part of what this is all about. This is what we call the marketing life, and you are going to help me help each other, and we're going to write a book based on this program. It will be the marketing book. And it's going to be different from any other marketing book because, as we say, the reason it's the marketing life, because everything you say and everything you do is how you market you. That's right. And we're going to try in a series of lessons to teach you how to do that. And that by doing that, you will, first of all, you'll be the brand. You'll be able to market you. But in marketing you, you can market your business, your career, your industry. You will find a way, here we go, to reach and connect with your audience. You'll bring your life and message to life so that something will happen. And hopefully that something that will happen will be a friendship, it'll be an engagement, it'll be a connection. And eventually, it'll do what marketing is all about. Somebody buys something and they buy it from you. And that's the goal of the Marketing Life program, to help you get really good at marketing you and marketing your company, marketing your business, marketing your point of view, because marketing is how we do persuasion in this day and age. And there are certain ways that we have to remember about that and do that, and we'd like to begin to introduce that to you today. First of all, let's go to the logo you saw and what you saw, and somebody commented, they said, Stan, that's kind of an old microphone. I said, yes, it is. By the way, here's an old microphone. It's probably almost as old as me, but it was a classic. The RCA, the Radio Corporation of America, this was their premier radio microphone, and it cost hundreds of dollars years ago, and that was a lot of money. And because it's such a collector's item, it still cost a lot of money, but it's one of my keepsakes, and it helps me remember something that is always true. And this is the reason we put the microphone on a book about marketing. Because the first rule of life right now is the microphone is always on. That's right. Wherever you are, someone has a microphone, somebody has a cell phone. What has happened is we talk about some actor or celebrity or politician or someone is caught saying something because they didn't think the microphone was on. Well, of course, the lesson that we always had in radio was always assume the microphone is on until you know for sure it's not on. And then best be careful, because who knows, somebody might have turned it back on. The reason we have a microphone, an old microphone, is it's a fundamental truth right now that the microphone is always on. You're always on stage. You're always on performing. If you are trying to sell and market yourself or anything, you are always on stage, always performing. The microphone is always on. So I want to start this whole series of lessons with that very simple lesson. I want you to think about that now. That means everything you post on your social media, the microphone is on. Everything you say on social media, the microphone is on. everything you do on social media, it's on. And so right now, you begin to understand that if you have the responsibility of having to sell something, and you do, you're always having to sell something. By the way, if you're trying to get a promotion or get a job or get ahead, somebody has to buy you. They have to believe that you are worthy of hey, I could buy a new car instead of hiring this employee. Why should I hire that employee when I could use the same money and buy a nice new car? Why would I do that? Well, you're going to have to sell them on that idea. If I'm a politician looking for a vote, you've got to sell them on the fact that they are worthy of taking their time and their energy and their politics and their values and giving it to you. We're always in the business of selling, of marketing, of trying to persuade people to do the things that we hope they want to do and the things that we would like them to do. And perhaps in the best of all worlds, everybody benefits. Both buyer and seller are better off because of the deal. And as Donald Trump said, everything is about a deal. That's right. And you have to learn the art of deal making. That's right. In the marketing life, you understand that the world is full of microphones. Old microphones, new microphones, hidden microphones. The microphone is always on. Now, I dressed up. No, I didn't dress up. This is what I normally do. When I do a video presentation, because this is who I am, first of all, I have to make sure that my shiny head has a little bit of makeup on it so it doesn't have a glare, because that's who I am. And I have to make sure that my tie works and that I have a nice shirt. Now, somebody say, well, you're kind of overdressed. Well, maybe for you, but that's my style. That's who I am. And I sympathize and empathize with a gentleman one time who, in a sales meeting, he told me that he was working on, he was very much like my age and stage, and the sales force was talking about how they should dress, and they were talking about, being casual and really connecting or relating with the person you're trying to sell might be a good idea. And he simply said this. He said, well, I understand all of that, and it might be so, but I can tell you, I don't think I ever lost a sale because I was wearing a coat and tie. Probably not. This is who I am. Now, can I dress a little more casually? Sure, I can. Do I always dress very casual? That's not my style. And I always know that because I'm a self-employed businessman or woman, every time I get on an airplane, every time I meet somebody, every time I have a connection, there is a possibility that they either are a prospect for my business or they know someone who is. And so I'm always on. And I seek to dress according to this rule. Remember, the microphone is always on. And number 2, image is not everything, but it is the first thing. You've all heard the idea of, you can't change a first impression. Well, that's true. And it's really hard to overcome a first impression. Sometimes it's almost impossible because you're never given a chance. So, your image. And you right now should be thinking about, what is the image that I want to project into the world? You see, in effect, I am the image that defines me, my life, and my business. what is the image I want to project into the world, and particularly into the marketplace, and as a way of connecting with the audience. And that's the third thing you're going to learn. You don't have prospects, you don't have clients and customers. Oh, of course, you have those, but more importantly, you have to understand that you have an audience. You see, in the world today, because of the microphone, because of the video camera, much of our marketing and much of our sailing and selling is on the digital, on the media. And so we have to be very, very aware of that. And we have to make sure that, again, we are, as I said, the microphone is on, and that our image is the one that we want to project. And so I would encourage you right now, what is the image that you want to protect? What do you want people to feel, experience, perhaps see, and do when they meet you? What is the image you have? And by the way, you have one, and we'll talk about that later. But what is the image you want to project? Well, there we go. That's all now for the first lesson, but I want you to think about it. I want you to start putting some of your intellectual powers to be into some thoughts about how should I live my life differently now that I know that the microphone and the camera is always on? How can I project my life and live my life knowing that image is not everything? Certainly isn't. But it is undoubtedly, many cases, the first thing. There we go. Oh, there's a lot more to learn, because learning how to market and sell yourself is fundamental to the success that you're going to want to have in life and business and in the media marketplace that exists today. I know that's hard for some people. That's not what they want. That's not what they want to be doing. That's not what they want to do. But if you make that decision to be in the marketplace, and to be in the marketplace where the media is pervasive, and in most places it is, that's what you remember. Microphone on. People are always listening and watching, and image is not everything, but it certainly is the first thing. Hey, we'll continue. Please reach out to me. Start asking me questions about selling and marketing you. And we'll continue on, and hopefully you'll be a part of the program. And not only a part of the program, you may have something to suggest, because what's going to happen is you're going to get pretty good at this yourself. And then you will be able to market you and your business and your good stuff, because you helped them market themselves and their good stuff. That's the way the marketing life works. I'm Stan Houston. We'll be back with lesson 2 pretty soon, real soon. Until then, all the best and blessings to you, and bye for now. Thank you for being with us in this new program. We trust it'll make a difference for you. Reach out to us with comments, questions, recommendations, stanhouston@gmail.com. Check out our YouTube channel. It is The Marketing Life is Marketing You. And you can even leave a message. We'll get back to you, 520-664-7002 USA. And remember that this program is brought to you by the What It Takes Radio Company.